Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. We are excited to have Leonetti Bester joining us again from Mother Earth Aesthetics. That's right. She hails out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, but she's helping so many with their body care, skin care, and so much more. So we are excited that you're back here today to talk more about all the work you're doing, all the men and women out there that you're helping, and of course, just to catch up. First and foremost, welcome back. How are you today?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing well. It seems like it's been such a long time since I've been on this show.
Well, has it been?
But
Was it
yes,
two
I'm
weeks
doing
ago
good.
or when was it last? I know it
It's
goes
been two
quick.
weeks. Yes,
Okay,
it's been
okay.
2 weeks.
Good. Well, for those that may not
Yep,
know
it's
of
been
you
two
and the
weeks.
company, I just need you to reestablish a little bit about, the work that you're doing and how we can contact you.
Of course. So I am Leonetti Bester with Mother Earth Aesthetics. I am a registered nurse and a licensed esthetician and body sculpting specialist. With To reach us, you can call us at 260-255-6557, or you can visit us online at www.mearadiance.com. And you can also find us on all the social medias
Perfect. Well,
under
thank you for
Mother
that.
Earth Aesthetics.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting work you do. We've talked before about helping people with their bodies, reshaping, sculpting. I mean, if you have cellulite, there's a lot that you do. And, besides that, obviously the skincare route. But I just want to ask, now you are in Fort Wayne, Indiana, correct?
You got it.
So you're seeing people
Yes.
in person. Obviously, it's better if you live closer, right? Because you do the hands-on stuff with you, the massaging and all that. Is there
Yes.
any virtual
Mhm.
services that you do provide as well?
So currently, the only virtual service I offer is our consultations. So it's a 20-minute
Perfect.
consultation, if you have any skincare needs or any concerns of that nature, or just kind of want to talk about the services that I offer and what to expect.
Beautiful. And there's a plethora of them, again, from the body to the skin. Let's get started. Which one of your select services did you want to choose to talk about first?
So, if I may, I'd like to just say that we did add hot stone massage to our menu. So, that is
I
something
saw that
now
on
that
the
we are offering
website. I didn't know that was
with.
new.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah,
cool.
that is new. So, with Valentine's Day coming around the corner, it's always a nice time to kind of go to the spa and relax and unwind. So, we do offer that, the hot stone massage. So, that's very exciting that we have just recently put on our menu. And that helps, of course, to just kind of decompress, relax, relieve stress and tension. So again, I am not a licensed massage therapist, so I cannot do any like deep tissue work, but just a nice little effleurage, relaxation type of movements. That's still very meaningful and still detoxifying of the body, and very beneficial.
Awesome. Well, I got a quick question because I've had massages, but then I've had stone massages, and
Mhm.
they just feel so much better. My eyes are closed. What type of stones do you use during the massage? Is there a certain stone that
So the
emanates that
stones,
holds the heat?
mhm, yes. It's called basalt, if I'm not mistaken. It's BASALT type of stone, and it is meant specifically for massage therapy. And it does hold that heat. And it works well, of course, with that oil on it, so you can get a nice glide. They do get really, really hot, so you have to be careful and making sure you're monitoring the temperature, before we put them on the skin. But it is just such a delightful experience. It's very nice.
And by the way, with these hot stones, I mean, they hold the heat, obviously, because you're
Mhm,
doing a
mhm.
full body with the hot stone, right? I mean, I love, can I be honest with you? When they do the
Yeah.
feet.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, the back of it, but the feet, it's like, and that
Uh-huh.
stone stays hot the whole time, or are you switching stones when
Mhm.
my face is
So we're
down and I'm
switching.
not looking?
Yep, we're
Ah,
switching stones. We're switching stones. It's not the same one. There's different sizes of stone. So just kind of depending on which area you're working on is relevant to the size of stone that we're going to use. And yeah, so usually we have a handful of different stones because they do cool off, although you may not know or notice, they do
Yeah.
cool off. So we have to get them warm again and just kind of rotate them. Uh-huh.
Mm. Well, also, you do relaxation massages. You also do deep tissue massages as well, I'm assuming.
No, no deep tissue. That's saved for the massage therapist, which I am not.
Ooh. Okay,
So
okay, okay.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
massage range from how many minutes to how many minutes? What do you offer?
I just do a 60 minute, just a nice
Okay.
60 minute massage. And if there's a special request for a 90 minute, I may slip that in. But right now on menu is just a 60 minute massage. The relaxation massage is 110,
Okay.
and the stone massage is 150 right now.
All right. Let me ask you this. When you say 60 minutes, is that really full hands-on 60 minutes?
So, okay, give or take 10 minutes. We allow time for dressing, potty, things of that nature.
No,
So,
because I
yes.
recently booked, okay, personally out here in Long Island, I
Uh-huh.
booked a 90-minute massage, but it only ended up being
Yeah.
80 minutes because they include the changing beforehand
Mhm.
and after.
You
I didn't
got it.
realize that. So I'm like, it feels like it's
Yep.
so quick. I'm like, oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize it. So, and then I said, the other
Uh-huh.
place I go doesn't do that, but they said, no, we do. So I guess everybody's services are different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, relaxation massage, hot stone massage is hot and new. You also have a loyalty program, which I know you can sign up for. There's a VIP membership. Do you want to just explain that before we get to the next service?
Sure, of course. So with our VIP programs, there are three different tiers. There's a silver, a gold, and platinum level. And with each one, you kind of get a little bit more of a discount on services, packages, things along that nature. And if you sign up, you do receive a free express facial with that. Every time that you sign up for it. And I think with our platinum one, you get either a free
Oh,
massage or a free facial once a month. And then the
mm,
other ones, you can get like a free eyebrow wax every month for
awesome.
having it. So you pay monthly for it and you can get whatever service you want, unlimited amount of times at a discounted rate.
All right, we like this. We love this.
Mhm.
Website to find you at is what?
You got it. www.mearadiance.com.
Perfect. And that's from Mother Earth Aesthetics. If you are just tuning in, what else is on your service menu for us today?
Okay, so hot topics are body sculpting. Again, since we are in the winter months, I always like to say those summer bodies are built in the winter.
Yeah.
So, body sculpting, we offer non-invasive fat reduction,
Ooh.
is a simpler way to kind of understand that. So, what we use is a cavitation tool. And what it does is it liquefies the fat within the fat cell. And as you drink water, and as you kind of get your body flowing as far as like working out, mild
Yeah.
exercise, it's going to send that fat through the lymphatic system and flush it out. So you are going to effortlessly and painlessly start shedding the fat and start tightening and toning your body within an hour's session.
Oh my goodness. And let me
Yeah.
ask, how many sessions does it take to notice the difference? And how many do you recommend?
So that's always, I always tell people that's kind of a difficult question to answer realistically, just because everybody's body is different and
Yeah.
responds different. But I will say within the first session, you will notice a difference and you will start to see slight results. Most people start to notice as you are on your packages, they start to notice within the third session, more or less
Ah,
third session. You're going to start, oh, my pants are fitting a little bit looser, that sort of thing. Or, oh, I'm starting to lose that turkey neck a little bit. So usually at the third session, you can really start to see it as well as feel it. And by like the eighth or maybe ninth session, you're really going to start noticing a huge difference with those love handles and things like that.
Oh my
So
goodness. Well,
yeah,
and just curious, I mean, is this permanent or is it, upkeep? Like with everything, I feel like there's always probably going to be some maintenance, but I
you
love the
got it.
fact
Yes.
you're getting started. You're going to feel so good. You're going to
Hmm.
keep it up, right? And eat
Yep.
better
And
in
that's
turn.
the thing.
Hmm.
So the only way you can totally get rid of fat is through surgery. Now, since this is not a surgical procedure, we are only shrinking the fat cell. So there is a potential for that fat to come back, but that is totally dependent on you. Are you going to continue those bad eating
Hmm.
habits? Are you going to continue, to drink all that caffeine? Are you going to continue to do X, Y, and Z? So if you do those things, yeah, you're going to be back at square one, but if you continue to drink that water, you continue to give yourself at least 30 minutes of low impact exercise, you're going to keep it off. And it's always a
Wow.
good thing to keep maintenance just to make sure things remain tight and in tone. But again, that's just dependent on your diet and your water intake.
Oh my goodness. And seeing is
Yeah.
believing. And I need to point out,
Mhm.
there's people, I mean, on your site, let me see, I saw down 6 inches in 5 sessions. Seeing is believing. You
Mhm.
had to see the before and afters. And also, there was someone else here down 3.5 inches after one session. I mean, oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeing is believing. It is gorgeous. Holy cow.
Mhm.
And this is all non-invasive, right? So it's tightening
Yes,
the skin, reducing
non-invasive.
cellulite, also improving muscle definition. And do you mind me asking what brand machine do you use? Or do you use a
So
different?
actually, it's not it kind of came from Bogota, Colombia. So it's not branded per se, but it was specially made. I got it through my trainer, my mentee, for body sculpting, and she has them specially made. So the tool that I use, it has the capability to do fat reduction. I can do, it has a cold hammer on it, which is good for eliminating inflammation in the body. It has radio frequency on it. So it has a vacuum suction on it. So it's a 6-in-1. It was specifically tailored to our needs as a collective group. So it's not branded. It was specially made for us. Custom made is the word that I've been trying to fish for. It's been custom made. So yeah, but it did come out of
Awesome.
Colombia.
And you did mention about people who do have choose to have the surgery. So they're actually taking out the fat cells. That's permanent. But this, I'm no doctor, but this is what I've heard from people in the past. My aunt who's had liposuction where she thought it was permanent. It's still,
Mhm.
if you don't keep it up, it's gonna the fat cells that are gone, bye-bye. But the ones next to it are going to grow, expand, absorb the fat, and the fat's gonna come right back. So
You got it. Yeah.
honestly, I know doctor, but I don't think anything's permanent. Nothing's permanent. Everything is upkeep.
Hmm.
Hence, I
It
would go
is.
for the less invasive body sculpting for
You
sure.
got it. Yeah, I would start there. And if you were unhappy with the results, which not many people are, then I would suggest surgery. But the least invasive route, no downtime. You can come in on your lunch hour, have a quick session, go back, and there's you can essentially be back to your everyday life.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's very awesome. It's very cool.
And
And people always be happy. So it's I can't say enough about body sculpting. I truly can't.
wow. And are you body sculpting the face too? Or what do? You do like a comb
So,
on the face.
yeah. So, with the face, we absolutely 100% cannot do cavitation on the face. And the reason being is because those vibration waves on there, you can risk rupturing your eardrum. So that is a big no-no. And if someone happens to have like a cochlear implant, the hearing aid device, they would not be a candidate for this type of procedure just because that vibration does go throughout your body. And again, we can risk rupturing an eardrum, which is why we just no, it's a no go.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So what
Well,
we do to tighten and tone the face, we can use a microcurrent device, which just kind of sends pulsating signals throughout the muscle, and it kind of works the muscle like you're just giving your face a whole lift. And then radio frequency, which is going to tighten and tone. So
yeah.
that's the type of work that we do for the face.
Okay. Well, let
Hmm.
me ask, also for the body, right? So you're doing
Yeah.
the sculpting sessions, and
Yeah.
there's also, I read about the vacuum lift therapy.
Hmm.
What is that?
Hmm. So the vacuum lift therapy, some as we lose collagen, especially in women with our breast and bum, it starts to sag. So what that is going to do, there's just two suction cups that we use, and we place it either on the breast or the bum, whichever area that we're working on, and it just sends kind of a rhythmic vacuum lift to kind of work those muscles, just to give it a slight elevation. I'm not out here creating big booty judies or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's just to kind of give that bum a nice lift, and it does create a slight roundness to it, just to kind of give it some definition. And so we're not sagging. It reduces cellulite there in the backside, just because we kind of get that on our butt and, back of the legs, that sort of thing. So
Yeah.
yeah, it just gives you a nice little lift and put things back in place. Um, yeah.
Now, let me ask, when you do the vacuum lift therapy, does that also help with cellulite, or that's a whole separate machine and
Yeah,
process?
it
It
does.
does.
But however,
Ah!
yes, it does help. But I also throw in a little not radio, yes, radio frequency and a tool called a knuckle cup with
Mm-hmm.
that. And that will help get rid
Ooh.
of cellulite. It just disrupts kind of the fascia and smooths everything out back there.
See, I
Just
wish
to
I
kind
lived closer. Because you kind
yeah.
of also, the truth of the matter is, there's
Yeah.
places that do this everywhere, but it's
Hmm.
about the people who run the business. It's what makes it or breaks it. It's honestly the knowledge, the owner, the workers, the people who you can trust, confide in, and feel comfortable with, and that's huge. And I know you hear from Zoom, but I would come to you in a heartbeat if I lived close to you because I
I
just
appreciate
I
that.
like the person you are, and I obviously you're warm and welcoming, and I know your clients know that, but it's just you need to be able to trust someone, and you clearly
Hmm.
are trustworthy, love what you do, and love helping people get to where they want to be, right? Because even in your own
Absolutely.
challenges and journeys with your body, do you mind sharing just a little
Mhm.
bit about what brought
Absolutely
you
not.
here? And because it
Yeah.
makes you are like a poster person for what you do, which is
Yes.
awesome. You're not just,
Yes.
I'm not going to say this in a bad way, but you know, uh,
Mhm.
a hot, skinny girl that, started this who's always been hot and skinny, right?
Mhm.
You've had your struggles. You
Mhm.
shared that with
Mhm.
me.
Yes, absolutely. So I have had two children. I have a almost 3-year old and a 1-year old. So I'm a little fluffy. I'm a little fluffy,
That's the
around the
word you use,
belly.
fluffy.
Yes,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
fluffy. I'm a little fluffy still around, my abdomen and, get some cellulite and things like that. That happens. So as of now, I cannot perform these procedures on myself. And reason being is because I am still nursing.
Yeah.
Body sculpting is a detox process, okay? And so you don't want to do body sculpting and then have these toxins, spewing out, through your breast milk. So I have to wait until that journey with my daughter is done and dusted before I can do that on myself. So, with that being said, everything that I do in my space, I would 110% do it to myself. I feel safe, I feel confident in doing it, and everything is essentially pain free. Now, I know pain is kind of a subjective feeling for everyone, but everyone that I have done has not complained of pain. In fact, they either fall asleep or they're just so relaxed, that it's just such a relaxing type of experience. So again, yes, I do have my struggles. I'm not coming into this business with false advertisement, right? So once I am done with that journey with my youngest daughter, I will be documenting my experience with the body sculpting and, so we can actually see it in real life and see how these results are working.
Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And
Mhm.
just,
Mhm.
you've walked the walk, you walk the walk, you've done it, you do it. So you're just a sweetheart. And as a mom who's gone through it all, just really, I think it helps you resonate to your clients and to your
Yes,
community, which at
yes.
this time, I just want to remind everyone where this community is. Tell us specifically where you're
You got it.
located
So
and the
we are
phone number and
located,
website.
we are located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, And our building specifically is in the North Crest Shopping Center in the business plaza. And you can reach us at 260-255-6557 or online at www.mearadiance.com. And we're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram under Mother Earth Aesthetics.
Wow. Thank you very much. And
Yeah.
what other services did you want to share today for our body, for our face, for
Okay,
everything?
so yes, we do customized facials. So the exciting thing about that is with our services, we typically offer three different options for you to select. And the three different options, they go by time. So
Mm-hmm.
you select however much time you want to spend with me. And then my job as the therapist, as the expert, is to analyze your skin and me tell you what you need. Just because I have over 20 different protocols that I can do on someone's face. And I feel like if I give you the option of what you feel you need, I don't want you to select that and then come into my space and feel disappointed if that's not what you need. So
Mm-hmm.
I am all about customizing the care. I'm all about results driven and I'm all about ethical care. So if you come in and say, "Oh, I want a chemical pill," I'm not just going to do a chemical pill without first treating you first to see how your skin reacts to other things and to make sure you actually need that chemical pill. So I
Yeah.
just don't want to be out here willy-nilly, doing services on you that you don't need. So you just tell me the time you need, whether it be an hour, 30 minutes, or an hour and a half, or 45-minute session. Then we will together customize a plan for you and select one of our 20 protocols.
Ooh, thank you very
Yes.
much. I love hearing
Uh-huh.
about this. And you mentioned before I'm just curious because the
Yes.
the sucky machine, the butt lift thing that you do, right?
Yes.
You
Uh-huh.
can also do that for the boobs too, for the breasts, I
Yeah.
should say. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep. So what do you want to know about it?
Well, how does that part work? Because I feel like the breasts are like naturally sagging.
Oh,
How do you,
yeah.
how do you pump them up because they're heavy? Well, it depends.
Yeah, the same thing. Now, the
Think of the butt
caveat
again.
to that, my cups only go so big, right? So if you
Okay,
have
okay.
big old, breasts, I won't be able to help you, just because they have to fit within my cups that I have. So it works the same way. We just put a little oil on the breast, so that way we're not tugging on dry skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the cups are placed, the machine is turned on and it just kind of it gives a rhythmic kind of suction just to stimulate the muscle to help work that muscle to create lift.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's essentially what it does.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people, probably, which is great. You have a client that comes in for something, then they realize, oh, you provide this service. And it's always,
Uh-huh.
I love that because then, you get there and it's like, oh, what, you do the massage too? Oh, you do the,
Exactly.
and you
Yep.
also do something that's very important for us ladies, intimate skin lightening, right?
Yes.
Could you talk to us a
Mhm.
little bit about that?
Absolutely. So, of course, we sometimes get, the darker areas underneath our arms, our knees, elbows, vaginal area, the buttock area. Where else? I think that's about it. Oh, inner thighs too. And usually, what that darkness comes from is sometimes an irritation, but mostly it's called hyperfriction, and it just when we rub things together, it's just going to cause that darkness. And sometimes the
Yeah.
deodorants that we
Mm-hmm.
use, your skin reacting to different lotions and oils and things like that, it just gets dark. It just does that. So the product that I use, actually I have it well, I have my camera propped on top, so I don't want to move it.
No
But
problem.
I was going to show, but it's through Prana, and it is specifically made for the intimate skin areas. It's a very mild peel that was made specifically for those areas, so we're not going to get any burn or any irritation unnecessarily. So it's best to get treatments done in a series of three plus the home care. So that's where we are with that. As long as you have the home care, it's going to tie in with the treatments that you get, the 3 treatments that you get in-house, and it will amplify your results to kind of brighten up that skin. So, and actually, the
Wow.
one that I have here is a gift for my sister. So,
Ah.
yeah. So yeah, it again, it works. I stand by everything I do, and just out here, just trying to help men and women feel confident within their own skin without doing anything, dramatic. Just
And I'm glad
want
you
to
said that,
elevate,
men and
Yeah.
women. Tell me
Yes.
about the men that come in.
Mhm.
They come in for all these
Yeah.
services too, correct?
Yes, mostly for facials now
Okay.
at this point. And as far as body sculpting for
Hmm.
men, I feel like they want to, right? They're just curious about
Yeah.
it, but they feel like, oh, that's a woman's thing, but they're body sculpting, tell me more, sort of thing. But mostly the men are coming in for the facials.
Yeah.
So yeah, and they're starting to really get into that as well too. Now I
Yeah.
don't do nails, but I know a lot of women talk about, the guys coming in for their manicures and pedicures. So guys are starting to take care of themselves too, and which they should. They deserve it as well.
I'm just jealous of all men out there because you're naturally born with more collagen or it
Yeah,
doesn't deteriorate like ours does. And your faces
yeah,
look great at 60 and we're like
yeah.
saggy. Why?
Trying to
That's
keep
not
it up.
fair.
Yeah,
Can we take a
I
collagen
know.
supplement? Does it work or no?
So I haven't done much research on that. However, I will say I have a liquid collagen in my cabinet that I am waiting to start to take, just because I don't know how it will interfere with, again, the lactation and things like that. So I do have it in my cabinet and I'm waiting to take it. So I'm not opposed to it, ready to try it out and see how it does. Because again, after 20, ladies, our collagen just doesn't keep up like it used to. So,
Wow.
and yeah, so we got to do something about it.
Oh my goodness. Well, we still got 3 minutes
Yeah.
left in the show. How did you
Mhm.
want to kind of sum up for today?
Sum up for today. Well, I guess we can always just say, if there's any questions or concerns, I am always open for discussion, and just to make everyone feel comfortable. So yes, I'd rather you ask and be well informed with your services. If there's something on the menu that you aren't familiar with,
Mhm.
just because a lot of people aren't, and it's a causes for hesitation,
Mhm.
so I always love to explain everything in great detail before I'm working on people, so that way they do feel comfortable and confident and
I
leave
love
with a
that.
good experience.
I love that. Well, that's
Yes.
very important. And could you share a recent client story or two of someone you've been working with and talk a little bit about how, their journey's been going?
Yeah, so I think my longest client, I have been working with her for 12 weeks, and she has been doing abdominal uh, body sculpting. And so I met her actually through our association. She's a realtor, and we had like a little small business association meeting or whatever. And she took a chance, and she's been a faithful client, and she's really happy and loves her results. And she just went on a cruise for Christmas. So I think she's kind of, getting reacclimated to the real world, and she's talking about getting her back done. So we will start working on her back, and it's just been a wonderful experience with her.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
it. And let me ask, now it's winter time. What's the weather like, by the way, where you are?
Oh my gosh. It is just everything is just white outside, white
It
and
is.
cold.
Yeah, we got some
We've
snow the
got,
other day
yeah, a
too.
ton of snow. Yeah.
So I've never been to
Yes.
Indiana, so I'm not really sure, but your seasons are like ours, obviously.
Yes.
So that means this is the now time to start getting ready for the spring, same like us, right? So is this your busy season, I'm assuming?
Usually, no. This is kind of the time where it's more relaxed
Really?
and chill. So, yes, I have a lot more kind of time to do other things related to the business. So, but yeah, usually the winter is a little bit slow, and that's normal for the industry. But yeah, again, just always like to remind people that this is the time to get in and make those New Year resolutions happen. With the weight loss and getting more healthy. I think that's most important than the weight loss, is getting healthy. And however that means for you, you go ahead and do what makes you happy.
Beautiful. Well, thank you again. Remind us how we can contact you.
Yeah, please give us a call or text at 260-255-6557 or visit us on the web at www.mearadiance.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. You have a fantastic day. Great seeing you. And
Yes,
hopefully
you
we'll connect again in a
too.
few weeks again. All right. Thank you.
All right, you take care.
All
Bye-bye
right,
now.
sweetheart. Thank
All
you.
right.
Best of luck with the babies.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.